Hi friends, I am making this video because recently I have come across a video by Acharya Prashant where he says that meditation is dangerous. Meditation, my friends, is the simplest tool which we can use to get a calm mind and have a glimpse of the silence within. Nowhere in this video has Acharya Prashant talked of any tool as to how do we get to the silence inside or how do we get to the truth, as he keeps calling it. He says that nobody needs to teach us how to breathe. I 100% agree that nobody needs to teach us how to breathe. But our breath is the simplest way by which we can control our mind. We all know when we are angry, our breath runs fast. If we calm our breath, our mind also calms down. I am not saying it. Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Rishi Patanjali has said this 2500 years ago. There is so much talk about yoga in the whole world and the benefits of yoga. Pranayam is a big part of yoga. So you think all these people across the world are just talking off the top of their hats and not thinking about it? There is no scientific data or research to back this. All claims about meditation, yoga, mindfulness is now backed by scientific research, not only in India but worldwide. He goes on to say that meditation is not looking at your breath. Meditation is that you drop all falsehood and look at the truth. But how? What is falsehood? What is truth? How do I do that? I mean, you are not giving a single tool as to how to do what you are saying. You go on to say that meditation is looking at the naked fact without any defenses or justifications or falsifications. Sir, we all know that. We all know that we should look at the world as it is and not through the lenses of our own beliefs and judgments and all those things, right? But how do we actually do it? I mean, in my experience, okay, I have been doing meditation and yoga for past 20 years. In my personal experience, meditation is the single most simplest tool which loosens our belief systems. You sit in meditation for 10 minutes and now it is discovered that the minimum required dosage of meditation of meditation per day is 12 minutes. So even if 12 minutes a day you are sitting and in meditation, and that's the best way to loosen the hold of the beliefs and the ideas that you have in your mind. Okay, so I want to ask Acharya Prashant, have you ever actually tried meditating before calling it the most dangerous thing? See, according to him, he says that inner work is just emptying your mind and doing neti. Matlab, I am not the body, I am not the mind, but I am the awareness inside, as per Vedanta. Agree? But you think an ordinary person who is living in the thick of life, okay? He is going to office, he has to manage the family, and his mind is full, very chaotic, right? He's got the usual monkey mind that people have. How do you think this guy will just sit, close his eyes and start doing neti? All of the people don't have the resources to attend and come and attend the shivers, right? So, okay, in my experience, sitting in meditation, just closing your eyes and sitting to start with still is a very big start, and it is very helpful in reducing the number of thoughts in your mind and reducing the number of objects that are there in your mind. So what happens in the most popular meditation technique? See, we all know that meditation is a state of mind where you touch the silence within, okay? Your mind is empty, you touch the silence within. But how do we go to this state? It is through the meditation techniques. So what happens is, for example, if we take the example of the breath meditation, what happens is you take the breath as the anchor, you close your eyes, you put your attention on the breath. Just let the breath go as it is normally, okay? Nobody is teaching you how to breathe in this, you just observe the breath. Whenever you observe that your mind is not on the breath, just bring it gently back. That's all it does. So what happens in all this is that slowly, by and by, as you are ignoring the other thoughts that are coming and gently bringing your attention back to your breath, your mind learns to become one-pointed. And that is how you will be able to reach or aim for an empty mind. That is the best technique available. So I don't think you should really call it dangerous. And I do agree. I mean, he says that mindfulness, like walking mindfulness and being mindful, you don't have to, jam your mind by, putting too much attention to what you are doing. But you see this in context. This is in context. If suppose today a child or a teenager is eating food while he's scrolling his phone. So what does mindfulness say? Mindfulness says कि भाई phone side में रखो. Look at the food that you are eating. So how is it a bad thing to do? How is it jamming your head with unnecessary things? In fact, it's clearing your head and bringing you to the present moment. And this is also one way of reducing the number of thoughts in your mind. So all these practices, meditation, mindfulness, they are proven by science to be very, very effective in calming your mind. So please don't diss them in your videos, because we believe you. When you say something, we believe you. Okay. So you go on to say that the best things happen to you in your absence. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you are not the karta, agree. But in a normal life, I mean, if you shut your eyes and do things, if you do not decide on things after applying your buddhi or vivek, what do you think will happen? What will the result be? जो मन में आया वो लोग बकने अगर लगेंगे तो क्या होगा? Can you even imagine the kind of chaos we'll have? It will be worse than what it is today. At least some % of people are applying their mind before they talk. So things are in the state they are. If everybody starts talking without applying their mind, you can only imagine what will be the state of this world. He goes on to give the example of rishis, where rishis don't remember anything. They are in a trance. They forget everything. But they are rishis sitting in the Himalayas. They have to just be in the trance. They don't have normal lives where they have to live with their families, do their job, get their money. I mean, we are not exactly going to be yogis in normal life, right? So we do need tools like meditation and mindfulness that take us, where we take out at least 15 minutes for ourselves and attain the calm mind, give rest to our mind. I have done it personally. I'm telling you, your efficiency increases like anything. So the amount of work which you can do in a given amount of time, it increases. And the clarity, the way you can see things, ये सब कुछ बढ़ जाता है. Personal experience है. So please, meditation is not dangerous. Okay, his video is very big, but he keeps repeating the thing. So मैं तो ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं बनाऊंगी. But one thing he says is कि nature, prakriti, she is a badi maa and she knows what to do, how to take care of us. So is he saying that like we don't have to do anything in this life? We also have a role to play, right? Why are we conscious beings? I mean, it is not to just think and sit and think about our nature, that okay, we are these vast beings, we are infinite consciousness. Yes we are, but we are in this body, right? So we also have to do right by this lifetime. तो भाई नॉर्मल लोगों के समान जीना चाहिए पहले तो, और मेडिटेशन एंड माइंडफुलनेस अपनाना चाहिए. स्पेशली मेडिटेशन. माइंडफुलनेस की कुछ बातों से तो मैं आचार्य जी से सहमत हूँ कि भाई हर चीज़ में देखा दाखी इतना करना, ट्रैक रखना, ठीक है, वो तुम्हारे स्टार्टिंग का टूल हो सकता है. बट मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस तो तुमने बिल्कुल अडॉप्ट करनी चाहिए. ठीक है, बाकी आगे योगी बनना है तो आप आचार्य जी से और आगे ज्ञान प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. एंड आई डू लाइक द वे ही टॉक्स. आई एम ऑल्सो फ्रॉम IIM, so I appreciate a lot his intelligence, but I do think that meditation is the single most simplest practice that people can just devote themselves by 10 minutes every day, 12 minutes actually, and improve the quality of life by leaps and bounds. Thanks. Bye.